All right. Welcome back to She the NBA Junkie and B-Ball Junkies. Man, it's been a lot that went on. Y'all know who we are, but I mean, we got to get into these games. It's been
Lots of basketball, lots of high level basketball.
crazy.
We could
On my
start
side.
in the East, and we'll get back over there to them Suns literally on fire. But yeah, we'll get to them in a second. We could start at the top of the East. New York and Miami series. We left off, I think, in game one.
Mm-hmm.
So since then, who won? I think Miami won game one. That was right, right?
Yes, they
And
won game one
and
and
yes, and New York came
lost
back
game
and
two,
tied it.
and then they lost in Miami. So
I mean, blow them out
now Miami
in that game
is,
three.
yeah, that was a rough game. I don't even think I watched it. I took a nap.
Nah, yeah,
I, yeah.
I took a nap on that one too. But my thing is, and this was with his last game, Julius Randle, it's something about him, man.
I
He
don't know what's wrong with him.
he just doesn't give me a player who wins. Like he's a good, I'll admit that, but I just don't see him being a part of a championship team. And I don't want to put the harsh Russell Westbrook tag because I knew this when he was on the Thunder. I had this internal feeling that there was no way he's going to win a championship just because the way he plays, like he plays so hard to a
Mm,
fault, even back then when he was going crazy. But
yeah.
maybe he'll prove me wrong in this game tonight. But it's just something like Jimmy Butler he is and will lock him up. Like the way Julius Randle plays is like the way Miami plays. So the physicality like is coming back at him, and I don't think he likes it too much.
I'm I feel like a lot of their offense, and I don't know how true it is because I didn't really watch last game, but I feel like a lot of their offense goes through Jalen Brunson. And the fact that he got shot or shut down, literally nobody else could score. And like you said last time we did our show, the Knicks aren't a good three-point shooting team. Clearly, because if they're not shooting threes and nothing is falling, they literally have no offense. So I don't really know how they make it out of this series. I thought this was going to be competitive, and I thought maybe the Knicks would have had a chance, but I think Coach Spo is just he in his bag deep this playoff run. So
I
I
mean,
don't know.
he's one of the best NBA coaches in history for a reason. And it's like I said, just the way they play, the culture of the Heat, like I just think it's a bad matchup for New York.
It
Um,
is.
they're looking like a pretty good team so far in this playoffs. And Jimmy Butler, at least it looked like in the early beginning of the series that Josh Hart could guard him a little bit.
Mm,
Maybe he and Jimmy was hurt. So I mean, whatever.
right.
Apparently not true. And so I don't see them being any different than Jimmy having free eats for the rest of the series because I think he probably figured him out. He knows Tibbs better than anybody else. He played for him in Chicago
Right.
and in Minnesota. So I don't know what else they could do, especially when Miami is making shots. And then Gabe
Yeah.
didn't play good this last game that they had,
No.
and he's usually a good part of the team, and they still won. So it's kind of what's going to happen now.
Right.
So
I think, yeah, spot on. I don't even remember what I predicted or who I predicted to come out of this series, but
you picked the
still
Knicks.
can't lie. Yikes. They are proving me to be wrong
I
the
think you
first
said
time.
Knicks in 7 or something like that.
I mean, it's not too late, but if they lose tonight, it's over.
It's definitely over if they lose tonight. This is a must win for both games tonight. But yeah, I just can't see New York beating them in Miami. That atmosphere is going to be crazy tonight. Um, Jimmy's playing good. I'm sure Gabe Vincent will have a better game. He's been playing good all year or the back half of the year and all postseason. So I can only bank on that. K Love he'll make some shots. We'll see if Julius Randle can make his shots because he takes up a lot of that offense. Like they were playing good when he had got hurt
Mm.
during that period in the playoffs. You know, everybody else is getting touched. But like I forgot who said it on the broadcast or something. or maybe this was JJ. But when he comes back in, they got to readjust to all his shots. Because I think, like you said, the offense goes through Jalen Brunson, but I think Julius is the one who ends up with the ball most of the time, at least during the regular season. Because I think he averaged a pretty good amount of points this year.
Yeah.
But we'll see about them. We could speak on one of your favorite players, and I won't lie, one of my favorite players too, Jason Tatum and the Celtics. Something about them. If I was a Celtics fan, I wouldn't be comfortable thinking we're getting back to the finals.
I still feel like, I don't know. I still feel like they're going to make it out this series, even though that was a very winnable game. But I feel like their issue, and that's literally what I was thinking about before we started, was they allow too much control. They allow the role players to have too much control in their offense. I don't like that. Like Jaylen Brown he didn't even attempt a field goal in overtime.
Who are you talking about? Malcolm Brogdon and Derek White?
Malcolm Brogdon has been great. I'm more so referring to Marcus Smart. Like
Marcus Smart is not a role player, though. That's correct.
He ain't a superstar. So
no. But like that's his part. He's part of the offense, and he's been that for multiple years. So if anything, he's like the Draymond. He gets that time on the ball. You know, he's earned it, and he's a defensive person. I get what you're saying.
I mean, that's fine.
Okay, but
I'm talking more so like, in his winning time, I don't want Marcus Smart taking a shot over Jaylen Brown, over Jason Tatum, or over Al. Al has earned that right. He did good this year. He did good last year and the year before then. But why did Marcus Smart get 2 attempts to win the game for them? And why did Joe Mazzulla not call a timeout? What are we doing?
That's their offense, is to just swing into the open person for the open 3 specifically. Because Jason Tatum, I don't think Joel was there to contest. Because I think he could have, laid it up right there.
Yeah.
But he did kick it out.
He did the right thing, technically.
Oh, yeah, he did the right thing. But even Coach Joe Mazzulla didn't even have to call a timeout, because if Jason would have just went earlier to just a couple seconds go down, you get the switch, or have him call him up a little bit earlier so you don't pass, on one. You can see the clock. But, I mean, they've been beating him down, and I agree. You can call a timeout. At least after James Harden hits that 3 or something, just to get a set play,
Exactly.
He had 2 first actually, like, at least call one of your 2 timeouts.
Yes. After it didn't work in regulation and y'all couldn't get a shot off, I'm not going to test the waters and see, maybe we'll let them get a shot off. No, I'm going to make sure that we get at least run something that will give us a good look. I'm not going to allow you to try to do it on your own twice. It's not. But yeah, I mean, good for James Harden for having another game, even though Joel Embiid did okay, I guess. I don't know.
He played bad and ended up with 30 points. So, I mean,
yeah, I mean, I don't know what did
that. The MVP right there, but I mean, it was James Harden played his butt off. He did his job, so we'll see what he can do in Boston this next game. It'll be very, very important for them. And I'm pretty sure Joel will show up again too.
Yeah, the issue, I'm not worried about what they're doing on that side. Like I said from the beginning, the issue is going to be Jason's consistency. And last night, he shot toward dates again until he finally started getting it going at the end. We can't have that. Because Jaylen Brown got it going early in the game. And then for some reason, I guess they just stopped giving the ball to him. I don't know. I'd be so pissed off if I was JB. I can't see them keeping.
They're weird, man.
Yeah.
They're weird.
I'm getting the vibe that he may not be there next year unless they start respecting him a little bit more. I don't know.
Dude, nah, that's a very big possibility and rumor. I mean, he said it. I think he said something. It was either money or something like that. That if they don't do it, then he's out.
Yeah. I don't know.
Dang, he did. Jason Tatum did play bad, 9 for 20. You're right though. Marcus Smart was a -7.
Yeah, he just took too many damn shots. I just don't understand.
I don't know. They'll shoot better. I mean, it's not that they shot bad. They shot 38% from 3. They'll do their normal thing at home for sure. And they're 1 point away. James missed that. I mean, Jaylen Brown cannot. Oh, yeah. And everything that happened after that play, it's all Jaylen Brown if he doesn't help off of James Harden.
True.
There's already two people on Joel. If he makes it, that like they were up by 2, right? Yeah, they were up by 2. If he makes it, it's just a tie game, and then you're coming down the same amount of time. He doesn't help off there, but he helped off. Whatever. He still needs to shoot in overtime. They'll watch the film, I'm sure. Everybody's on Missoula's back, but I mean, he coached them to a 57-win season, so I'm assuming they'll have some good film session, and they'll be at home, so everybody plays better at home, right? So hopefully they'll win the game. If not, if Philly comes in there and in the Garden and gets that win, they're not going back.
I think they're winning. I think they'll still take them to 7. The Celtics are a better
Really?
team than that. Yes, Joe Mazzulla is a better coach than Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers is terrible.
That's so funny. It's funny because literally your favorite teams have been Doc Rivers coach.
Exactly, and that's how I know he's awful. Oh my gosh.
It's all right though. Doc is coaching his butt off this series though.
He gets saved because he got freaking Joel and James.
Yeah,
all we sit there and do is, well, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? That is not coaching, sir. That's not it.
Bro, Darvin Ham, when they be having the camera in there, he just be saying so many cliches like on to the next play, something. And I'm like, bro, please say something helpful. I mean, yes, next play mentality, but like maybe a little thing like Steve Kirby, like doing some little bit, tactical stuff.
Yeah.
Darvin, we can move on to the West now. Who you want to talk about? Your series first or the GS Dubs and the Lakers?
I guess we can. Well, we can get into y'all's. I guess since y'all play first, or we can get into ours and save y'all's for last.
We can go into the Lakers real quick. We play tonight. We'll catch up to y'all because tonight is Game 4 in Los Angeles. But I think so. We must have left off when the Lakers played the night up, right?
Yeah, y'all had won Game 1, and so we left.
Yeah. So we had won Game 1. Okay, so in Game 2, they made the adjustment. Yeah. They made the adjustment, taking Kevon Looney off the floor. Yeah, and we act like we can't figure out and step up when they're shooting wide open threes, but whatever. We lose that game. Yeah, like I said, blowout. Come back to LA last game and deliver that spanking right on that tail feather. Draymond with 5 fouls and a technical for good measure. That's what
we idiots.
That's gonna be the thing. If we can get him in foul trouble, because they're gonna have to pull him off the court, and just that because he's the literal playmaker of their offense. Yeah. Even if we're not in drop coverage and they're trying to do that 4-on-3 backside thing where they pass it here, cut it, or whatever. Yep. Kevon Looney definitely can't be that guy. And JaMychal Green isn't that guy either. So that just puts a little wrench in their offense anyway when he's off the floor. So I think if AD can, it's obviously all about AD coming out aggressive and inserting his will on the game, especially on the offensive end. He automatically does it on defense. And I understand, he does that. But I don't understand why he can't. It's been the even games. It's been the even games this whole playoffs. I don't understand why on evens he just doesn't be assertive. But he doesn't even be assertive. It's like he's a different player. He's still the same Anthony Davis on defensive end, but it's not like he's trying to get downhill the same. So I'm hoping he's changing it, and I got a good feeling about today. Feel we're gonna do the right thing. I think that adjustment that we made, this last adjustment of taking AD off of Draymond on defense and having it be a roamer. I'd like to see how that looks against Golden State's small lineup with Draymond at the 5. But I don't think we saw that last game because of his foul trouble. So we'll probably see that tonight. I'm sure Steve will do that, and we'll see how we match up with that small lineup. But I think if AD is too much on offense, it'll affect them, and they'll have to put a big out there, and then we're back to our good defense on them, locking them down.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the issue with Golden State is, and they're just not a good team. I'm really not impressed
I
by
mean,
either team.
that's true. You're not wrong.
I just
Objectively, they're just not good compared to we're deeper
I
than
don't
them.
even I'm not impressed by either team, honestly. Both of y'all don't really look that good if you compare them to the other side of the Western Conference. I feel like y'all are getting smacked. But I don't know. LeBron is playing on one foot. I don't know what's wrong with him. He's not really being the LeBron that I typically know him to be right now. I don't know what's going on. And then AD is up and down, but Steph is being doubled, and there's literally nobody else who can score. Not sure what's wrong with Jordan Anthony. Could be the fact that his teammate mollywopped him at the beginning of the season. That totally messed up everything. And Clay can't dribble because he's terrible. So I just don't understand how they're going to find. Steph ain't gonna be able to be Hercules in this round. He can't put that cape on for them now because he's being doubled, and Sacramento was not doing that. So it's like, I guess he forgot how to play basketball if a double team comes this way. Although they swore that he was being doubled when KD was with him. So figure it out. What are we doing?
No, they definitely didn't double Steph when KD was there. That's impossible. Who for them to do that, play defense like that. But it's different from the Sacramento series because they can cut and be confident in that, and he can be confident in passing it there without DeMontis Sabonis blocking it. Because
Right.
I really did not know that DeMontis Sabonis was 7 foot because he plays like a 6'9" center. He plays so small. It's so annoying. This is Anthony Davis, and he really affects everything, that even the decision making.
Yeah, maybe that, I don't know. They've got to go in confident. You've got to make it
they're
out.
definitely gonna come out hard and play hard, but it's all about Anthony Davis. If he's active on both
They've
sides.
got to force him into foul trouble. You can't keep letting him dictate how you're going to play offense.
That's the thing about them. They don't do that. They shoot jump shots. And on Twitter, they've been crying about the free throws.
Yes, crying about free
We're
throws.
the number one free throw team in the league in yard. They're literally 30 for drawing free throws. They're the last team in the league at drawing free throw attempts per game this season. So what do you expect?
Adjustment at all. Like, even we were down there with them in the regular season. We are like third in free throw shooting now. You make an adjustment to get the calls you want. I don't understand what they're doing. Because the threes are going in. So quit shooting them hoes. I don't know what we're doing.
They're being themselves. They're running their offense. But I mean, for the most part, we got turnovers last game and contested threes. And I can live with contested threes that are not from Stephen Curry or Clay. So
honestly, at this point, do we even care if Clay is shooting? He'll give you one good game, 7 bad ones.
I thought Clay was washed, and then he's coming off screens, knocking down threes.
That was a fluke.
As he should, and hit that fading 3 in the corner. That was tough. That was a tough.
Where's he at now?
Huh?
I bet he better show up tonight. If he
better not show up tonight. He better not show up tonight. I'm hoping not. It don't matter. We're playing good defense. We're at home. Everybody's gonna play better. Austin's gonna play better in game 4. He played a little bit better in game 3 than game 2.
He's been very underwhelming.
Huh?
He's been very underwhelming this series after a great first round.
Clay's a lot. I could tell he was tired in game 2 after chasing Clay in game 1. Game 3, he was a little bit better. I'm expecting him to be better this game. Austin has a very good basketball IQ. The more he gets into it, I know he'll learn and get better. So I'm thinking he'll have a good game 4 and the rest of the series for sure. But, we'll play good. Oh, and on LeBron for a quick minute. He doesn't have to be the same LeBron you've always seen. He has ball handlers. D'Lo's a great ball handler, and Austin's a great ball handler. So, because, if the Warriors, or if we didn't have them, the Warriors were just going to have Andrew Wiggins full court on him. You could see last game, Andrew Wiggins gets on his nerves. So, I mean, he's a good defender. I'll give him that. But that's why LeBron doesn't have to be, and when he doesn't have to be the ball dominant player that he is, or that he has been for so long, it's new, but it's a great thing for us because, shoot, we always know you can just give it to him and he's going to do what he does. But when he has the rest to do that, it's rare. So when D'Lo's going off early, we hope he does that again tonight. get some good contributions for them. And sorry, the last thing is Lonnie Walker was a great adjustment by Darvin. He's more athletic than Troy Brown, so he can play a little bit better on clay when he gives Austin a break when he goes out the game. And he's a scorer, but just being a natural athlete, and this dude's a crazy athlete, him going downhill is, there's no shot blockers on Golden State, so he can lay everything up. There's nobody going to contest him when he's up here. So, yeah, but that's about lastly about Golden State and Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan. I think we're going to get it tonight. And moving forward to
yeah, he'll probably get it in 5, 6, probably 6.
That's what I called initially. I wouldn't be mad at 5. But man, this Denver-Phoenix series is some crazy stuff. The first 2 games in Denver.
Completely different team than what we just saw in these last 2 games. And it's all because Monty Williams had to make an adjustment. He was forced to play the people we've been asking him to play because Chris Paul got hurt. So good for him for finally being a good coach the past 2 games. I'll give him that. Because now it's looking like we have the upper hand against Denver.
It seems like y'all committed to just outscoring them. Like, we're not going to try to play the defenders like we did last series.
Yeah.
Put in the people who could shoot and we would make more shots than they did.
And they're doing what I've been trying to tell people to do from the beginning. Let the superstar do what he wants and worry about stopping everybody else.
53-11 is crazy.
53 is crazy. I didn't tell them to do all that now. You got to be a little tough on them, but golly. I said in game 1, I was like, yeah, Jokic ain't going to do all that scoring crazy against us. He ain't scored under 30 in 3 games straight now. I don't know what's going on.
No, he is special for sure. He's very, very special.
I'll give it to him now because I wasn't seeing it when we swept him, but I guess that's because he was the only option. So we were able to shut him down. But
he can average 30 if he wanted to. That's just not how he plays. Like, he's special, man. But I think how you're saying is the right way to do it, because what makes him special is he can be that 53-point scorer, but he'll also have 15 assists.
Right.
And if you take away them assists, you take away that special part of Jokic. So, like you said, take away the others, and I think y'all be good. But the crazy part is how everybody been saying Devin Booker and KD needs to score 70 plus for them to win.
Exactly.
Do it both times, and that's crazy.
Exactly. I don't understand why they have to score this many points instead of Denver they can't guard them. They getting cooked.
That's a lot of points.
Yes, and they can do it every game. Like,
that's crazy though. That's crazy. That's so much. Like, I can't believe Devin Booker is. I mean, I can't believe it. He plays like that like all the time, but just to act like he doesn't miss is actually crazy. And
literally is not missing. Like,
he literally isn't missing. I don't know what's
in zone. I've never seen him in these past several years. I've been watching him. I've never seen anything like this. I don't know. I mean, I'm running out of words to describe it. I'm speechless at this point. The good thing is that KD is finally hitting shots, because that 39 that he had was very forced. He had to force his way to the line to get them 39. But now he just chilling, shooting right over the top of anybody who wanted, getting and ones, blocking shots, give me that, talking mess. That's the KD I needed to see. So I'm content.
Yeah, he was struggling a little bit.
I mean, the issue now, our fans seem to think, and everybody else too, I guess, that we're better without Chris Paul. That's what's pissing me off right now. Like,
no, that's why y'all winning. Y'all winning because y'all have sped up the game, and Chris Paul slows down.
Yeah. Be that as it may, the other reason on the flip side, Campaign came in and sped up the tempo, but he's not even bringing up the ball all the time. That's Devin Booker going free throw to free throw. That's KD going baseline to baseline. Everybody can do that. But the thing is, now we got other people coming off the bench, so they don't got to sit up there and play 46 minutes a game, so they can get their rest and then come back and be aggressive again, because they have the energy to do so.
That's true. Yeah. He hasn't been ruled out for this next game. But I mean, I'm pretty
Yes.
sure it's very much doubtful. It's a groin injury. I don't think they're gonna rush it and think back, especially with him. But
Right.
do you think he would play? Like if that's a thing, you play him, but like you said, don't give him heavy minutes. Because
Yeah,
I think he
that's
would
all they
slow him
got to do.
down.
Just start him, let him start the game out, get a couple steals or whatever. He can still push the tempo. That's what he was doing. He was giving the ball to Booker KD and letting him bring it up the floor. But when we get in the half court, stop running so many picks. Stop spamming pick and rolls. Let KD and Book create the mismatch. And you just sit in the corner and knock down a wide open three. That's all he got to do.
So
And
what's
then
up
let him
with
close the game. Because campaign is giving us nothing.
what's up with DeAndre Ayton? He was a -13, the worst on the team.
He's
And I noticed that he
embarrassing.
didn't play in crunch time. They did it to your boy, the Aussie.
I love Jock. He's my fave. But I have no idea what's going on with DA, but he pissed me off so bad.
He's a +16. He's the
I mean,
highest on the team, Jock Landale. That's crazy.
he's so great. He's so aggressive.
Do you think that they would
Australians are
potentially
awesome.
start him?
No, they're still gonna start DA. Because Jock brings great energy off the bench. And plus, I mean, that's reasons like Jokic right now and then Giannis a couple years ago is the reason why we loaded up on bigs. Because if Jock would have got in foul trouble, DA was already in foul trouble, then we would have brought Busy. And I kind of feel like we should bring Busy. Busy jumps out the gym. So he's going to throw a couple of them shots out. Just throw several different bodies at him, different athletic builds. Because 53 points, we're not going to be doing that every game. But I mean, I guess people just feel like you can't run too many people in the playoffs. I don't know. We're running nine
Yeah,
right
you
now. And
definitely. Well, y'all ran. Well, never mind. Torrey Craig said he didn't get any minutes.
yeah, that's 7 seconds. That don't count.
So was
We
that?
ran 9.
Yeah, 9. Yeah, that's like one person over the rotation because I think like a normal playoff rotation is like 8 people.
Yeah. I think Denver was running 9 the first 2 games, and now he didn't cut that down since we've been tearing them up. So I don't know. We made him make an adjustment. I'm sure he'll go back to 9
I see
tomorrow,
Monty
though.
sat down Damian Lee.
Yeah, he just if you're not going to make shots, and that's kind of what we're using you for, then you're just going to have to sit down, buddy.
He's
I
so
love
funny to
D.
me. He'd be out there just running.
Yeah, him campaign Landry Shamet before he had 19, just out there collecting checks for cardio.
Yeah,
I
man.
just
That's what I'd be mad at. AD just running up and down the court for cardio. Don't even be doing nothing on offense or defense. That's what he looked like in game 2. But yeah,
yeah
but there's a lot of people on this Denver bench that, yeah, there's no reason for them to play. So I could see why he doesn't play them.
yeah. But the funny thing is, they said that bench was better than us, and we needed to be scared of them. It's 2 people. Because do we need to be scared of Christian Braun? He's a rookie.
He's a
Come
rookie.
on.
He's been playing well this season because I'm surprised
Yes,
he's
yeah,
in their playoff rotation for the number
yeah.
1 team in the league or in the West. Shoot.
That either lets you know how good he is or how terrible this so-called bench is that they have. Either or.
He's really good. Because shoot, they got Reggie Jackson.
I
He's
forgot about him. Oh my God. I thought that he
yeah.
was going to be a problem in the playoffs.
Remember
He's
they traded Bones Highland.
bone. Yeah. Dang, I forgot about that. That's crazy.
They traded Bones Highland to the Clippers.
I ain't even
Going back to Denver, they probably gonna be tired. Remember that altitude has a factor.
No, not us. I'm thinking more so Denver. Because Jamal Murray was bent over on his knees, literally gasping for air in
I
Phoenix.
did
And I'm
see
like,
that. I was like, bro, get up. You can't let them see you're tired.
yeah. And I already know Jokic fat tail is tired. So he tired as soon as the first quarter starts. So
53
hey,
took a lot out of him.
I'm hoping so, man. I'm hoping so.
He getting some good rest in Denver though. I'm telling you that altitude gonna get you. I'm gonna be a hater.
It did the first 2 games because we were just forcing all the minutes on the starters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a hater and say Devin Booker doesn't keep up this historical shooting.
Fully 9 games in, and y'all still saying that. Y'all trying to speak it into existence.
I'm speaking.
I love Devin.
I love him a little bit because he went to Kentucky, but after that, he's been a villain in the NBA. We're enemies because you're a Suns fan. Suns and Lakers don't like each other, but we've dominated all the time, so it's okay. Not in
What?
memory, but in the past, we've dominated the Phoenix Sun match.
Yeah, not in recent memory. Them 30 or 19 win teams don't matter no more. It's about now.
It's okay. If we get our business tonight, it'll be a real conversation about meeting up in, what did y'all call, the Valley of the Sun?
Yeah.
Or wherever it is. We might go over there for game 1, but if y'all can't handle y'all business in this game 5.
We're definitely going to win this series regardless. Hopefully it just doesn't take 7 games because I don't want to go to 7. But y'all might need all the rest you can get if you end up winning because y'all are old.
No, for real. That's why I want us to win this game. We get this rest. Y'all need to go to 7. Whoever wins, it needs to go to 7, and we'll see them in either where is it? What is it called? Footprint Center?
Yeah.
Yep, we'll be there at Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado. So we'll be ready. We Lake Show, we go on the road. We win game 1 these playoffs. So.
Yeah, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose in that gym. That gym is loud.
It is loud in Phoenix. It's real loud in Phoenix. I did want to comment on, like, what do you think about, well, because like maybe it's just the Lakers because it's such a big like celebrity place, and that's where all the celebrities go. That the crowd isn't like all the other crowds in the playoffs. Like, it's so annoying, and it's probably because it's super expensive to go.
Yeah, it is expensive there.
Yeah, like, it's celebrities there. They're not gonna really, like, Kim is, of course, she's not giving the energy of playoff atmosphere, you know?
Right.
Like, come on. That's just grievance I have, but
we were just there in the first round, and you saw how Devin performed in front of that crowd. He got fans in there. So I guess, I don't know. He just loves being in. I'm not calling that place freaking, what is it called? Crypto. That is Staples Center. He loves being in Staples Center.
The Crib. It's such a lame name. I hate it. Staples Center.
It is.
But it's the Crib now. We have to embrace it. Y'all never played in a real Laker home game because that was back in COVID where it was only like 4,000 fans allowed, while y'all had the full freaking stadium of fans when we played y'all in that series.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Freaking Arizona. So got the lighter COVID rules, but we're getting close to the end. I guess anything else you want to talk about? They did release the all rookie team. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, I did. But I didn't really look at it. Who made it? I know that Keegan Murray and obviously Paolo made it on first team.
Yeah, it was
Jalen Williams make it on.
Yeah, Jalen Williams made it.
He deserved it.
Let's see. This is first team. They did first team and second team. The first team was Paolo, Walker Kessler. Yeah, I knew he was gonna make it. Benedict Mathurin, Keegan Murray, and then Jalen Williams.
Well deserved for all of them.
Yeah, Walker Kessler's gonna be a problem, man.
You said who?
Walker Kessler.
Yeah, he's good.
He's a very, very mobile 7-footer. He's a great defender. He's gonna be a very good player.
I like him.
For Utah.
If DA don't get his life together, we should go get him.
That wouldn't be a bad pickup because he could shoot too.
Sounds like people would be in trouble now. Shoot.
No, he's like a very, very good shot blocker for a rookie. So I'm excited for him next year in Utah. The second team was Jalen Duren, Tari Eason from the Rockets, Jaden Ivey. Dang, 2 Rockets, Jabari Smith Jr. and then Jeremy Sohan from the Spurs.
Jeremy Sohan did have a good season.
He had a pretty good season. He'll have a good I think he'll have a good career. He's giving me Sean Marion vibes.
I was thinking more so Dennis Rodman, but he
can
actually
for sure Dennis. Score. For sure, Dennis.
Yeah.
I wanted to give him a more or a different comp than Dennis.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess Sean Marion, because he can actually score and play defense, but I mean, minus the ugly shot. Well, I guess didn't he change his shot too?
He changed his shot a little bit.
Yeah.
Going in the second half of the season for his free throws, he had like 70+% for the rest of the season. So
that's
good. He'll have a good year for San Antonio. We'll see what they do. They're I think they're banking on getting that #1 pick and getting Victor.
Oh, Lord.
I think that's the best place for him to go is San Antonio because they had Tony Parker here, so that fridge connection. But shoot, they got 2 Pistons players. I know who watched the Pistons this year.
I like Bobby. And then Killian used to hit every time for my fantasy score, but then he just like
You would bet on Killian Hayes?
He was super good at the beginning of the season. I don't know what happened after that.
Wow. Killian Hayes is like honestly in contention for one of the worst players in the league.
Oh,
I mean, hey,
poor Kill.
That's betting.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, interesting. Oh, well, they're gonna release all defensive team tomorrow.
Ooh, okay.
Wednesday is the all NBA, and then teammate of the year is Thursday. But
I know that if De'Aaron Fox ain't on that first team all NBA and they didn't put Donovan Mitchell on there, I'm gonna be pissed off. That's all I know.
Dang. No, he would
after
get
the performance he just had. You say what?
Who? Dang, because you have to put Shea on there.
Yeah, Shea is a lock, but you better put De'Aaron on that first team because De'Aaron was consistent with his.
I feel like they're gonna put Luka
will give you a couple 40s and then give you nothing. He dropped that 71 and it averaged like less than 20 for a whole month off horrible shooting splits, but no one talked about it.
Dude, you know it's gonna be weird? The 65 game limit for the awards. Like none of the superstars played that many games this year. No. I think Giannis like got to 60. Like nobody played that far. It's gonna be like random guys winning this awards. Like Jordan Poole's 13.
Mikal Bridges is definitely winning an award.
He's gonna be first team all NBA, like because he plays all the games. We'll see how that works out because we ain't gonna have too many no namers on the big list. They ain't gonna like that because I don't.
If everybody just avoids KD knees and then Devin Booker doesn't have to carry the team, so he won't pull a hamstring or a groin, my baby is going for MVP. Speaking it into existence.
Yeah, we'll see about that one. Lastly, about Jokic and your owner Matt Ishbia.
Oh yeah.
Dang, y'all owner is petty. Why is he holding the ball?
Why is Jokic trying to snatch it from him like he can take it out anyways?
Because he's trying to go. Anyway. Josh Okogie failed. It's a transition. He's trying to get the ball out.
If he would have took the ball, all the ref would have said is, okay, give it here. And then you got
to hand it back and go.
Anyway. No, they're going to wait for Josh Okogie to get up. They ain't about to let them go on.
And then you're going to throw the ball over into the couple of
it was just
a lot with the flop and everything.
It was odd.
He did a lot.
He lost some money. I didn't want him to get suspended because I don't want the Nuggets fans to make no excuses.
That is like literally a quarter to him. What is it? He's stupid rich. And he don't got nothing either. He just live a simple life in Serbia. So, but yeah, we got a minute left. If you want to wrap us up. Got a couple games coming up.
Yeah, we got some good games coming up. Hopefully by the time we come back next week, the series, well, I think the Western Conference and Eastern Conference should be set, hopefully. But yeah.
I think so, probably.
Yeah. Y'all know where to find us then. Keep up with the game. So you know what we're talking about on YouTube, B-Ball Junkies, and then on Apple Podcast and, Spotify, She the NBA Junkie. And yeah.
See y'all next time.
Yeah, we out of here. Peace.